let you switch seats with me and just give it a shot for a few minutes. Yeah. See how it goes. Here's your walkie-talkie.
As long as I get a walkie-talkie, I'm going to be fine.
The emails are there, the phone will be ringing, there'll be lots for you to do.
While switching seats with a school principal is easy enough, actually staying seated is a far tougher assignment. For as 195 business people and government officials discovered recently, all of whom volunteered for Prince George's School's 10th annual Principal for a Day event, being a school principal is no desk job. From walking halls often crowded with students, to visiting classrooms revolutionized by iPad instruction, to opening milk cartons for kindergartners in the lunchroom, the temporary principal soon discovered that they should have worn a comfortable pair of shoes and packed plenty of patience.
I've got to do lunch duty, so I learned all about silent lunch and how that works today. I met the buses when we got here this morning. I've actually been able to sit in and see some of her administrative duties as she's, talked about registering kids for school. So I've run the gamut today.
How does this compare to what you regularly do?
This is more intense. I have more of a respect for the administrators and for the teachers. I got here early this morning. They were all ready. They were here to meet the students early on, and it's been a hectic day, and they never stop.
Designed to build partnerships with the business community, the behind-the-scenes look at the principalship has proven to be a winning event. So much so, in fact, that some of the principals for a day come back year after year and have established strong educational links, like a WSSC Employees Engineering Academy at Flowers High School.
And I'll give you Miss Kimberly Knox, principal for a day.
High points so far? What have you enjoyed most?
Well, I had a student come up and say, I'd love to have an internship with WSSC, and on his own, so that was pretty exciting. And I got to see several students that I have been working with for over the last several years, and they came up to say hi, so that was nice.
So you're not a stranger here?
That's correct.
This is my third year doing the Principal of the Day, and I enjoy doing it because I like seeing how the different schools in the county are run, and I like to see for myself what's going on in the school as opposed to just reading about it in the paper or hearing about it from someone else. And I see a lot of good things going on in the schools. So I see a lot of good kids, I see a lot of enthusiasm for learning, I see a lot of high achievement.
Other volunteer principals, like Katina Shoulars, who spent the day at Cora Rice Elementary School, knew the students especially well, because for her, it was, well, all in the family. Now, what's your name?
Xavier.
And who is this?
My mom.
Your mom, and she's also your principal today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you better be on your best behavior, right?
Okay.
Mom, what's it like being the principal here at a place that you know well?
Well, usually most parents, we don't get to spend the day here. We have jobs, and so we just drop our kids off and we go to work. So it's really interesting to see what goes on here throughout the day. As a principal, it's a lot of things. We're very busy. I really appreciate, what they do here. So far, it's been a very humbling experience.
Mrs. Shoulars, who spent the day getting acquainted with touchscreen instruction and being hugged by her son's classmates, received high marks from the woman she temporarily replaced.
Because she's a parent, and because she knows some of my students, that helped her to just move into that role of authority as a principal.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to have her full-time?
Oh, most definitely. Can you work that out for me?
While one day hardly qualifies as an apprenticeship, the full-time principals made sure they passed along as much wisdom as they could to their one-day substitutes. What kind of skills do you find make this work for you? What do you have to be able to do to be successful at this?
I think the greatest skill is being able to love and being able then to, once you get to the love part, then you have to be able to think on your feet and be an organizer and just being able to move from one thing to another with little notice.
You know, I think for me it's starting early and trying to get a few items off my to-do list, and then it's just being flexible the rest of the day. And if you have a team of people that are willing to help and support you when the things come up that you need taken care of, I mean, that's key and critical. So flexibility, flexibility, flexibility.
It's always good for other people to see through our eyes what goes on a daily basis, because our students are well-spoken, they understand what they're doing, and they love to share. And so it's a great opportunity for them to see that it's not just a show, because oftentimes people say, oh, they just like that because the principal is here or somebody is with them. No, they actually know what they're talking about, and they like to share what they're doing.
After seeing what life was like from a principal's point of view, the stand-in leaders came away with enlightenment, much respect, and, not surprisingly, a decision to hold on to their own day jobs.
But what has really impressed me is that, first of all, how well behaved the kids are, but second of all is really the iPad. I mean, every class that I've been to, I mean, the kids are working with iPads all the time.
I'm going to do something beyond this because I see the needs, and we have to get involved. We really do as a business community to support our school systems, because after all, these young people will be our employees in the future.
I have to ask you this, would you like to do this full time?
I think I should leave it to the experts.